Hey there guys, welcome back to Arsenal Fan TV. This is the review of Arsenal's thrilling 3-3 draw with West Ham United at the Bowling Ground, our final ever game at Upton Park. And it was an entertaining game to say the very least for the neutral fan, but as an Arsenal fan, as always, I'm left the game with quite a lot of disappointment under my belt. It's horrible to think that this has effectively ended our title race, especially when we had a 2-0 lead almost at half-time. It's so unbelievably frustrating that we've thrown this game away. We've thrown away what was a very late title surge, I mean, if you want to regard it in that aspect. And we've got nothing left to play for this season. Remarkable to think that in the space of a month, we've gone from title contenders being within 2 points of Leicester after that whole that win against Leicester, the 2-1 win, all for nothing. The celebrations after that game, Danny Welbeck, last minute winner, 2 points 6 games ago. That's how close we were to being up there with Leicester. Now tomorrow, we could effectively be 13 points behind them if they beat Sunderland away from home. The title is completely and utterly gone, but the fact that we could be 13 points behind them after being within 2 points behind them 6 games ago, where the hell did it go so wrong? And since then, we've gone out of the FA Cup at home to Watford, lost to Barcelona, we've been humbled by them, and we've got nothing left to play for this season. The only thing that we've got to motivate us in any capacity is to finish above Tottenham Hotspur and to get Jack Wilshere back to full fitness. Whoop-de-doo, I'll try not to get too excited about that. It really is depressing in a way, knowing that this is the best chance we're ever going to get to win the Barclays Premier League, was the best chance we were ever going to have to win the Barclays Premier League. Chelsea have been appalling this season. United are in a state of turmoil. Manchester City have been well below par this season, and the only teams above us are Leicester and Spurs. 2 teams that I wouldn't even have considered being in a title race last season. It is unbelievable how poor we've been over this campaign. It's embarrassing to say the very, very least. We are an absolute embarrassment to English football. It is a real, I can't put it into words. But getting it to the matter of hand, today's game went 2-0 up, and that's the most frustrating thing about this, is that it was all going so well. We were having the rub of the green, we were playing some really good football. Admittedly, West Ham will feel hard done by because Lanzini scored a perfectly good goal which was ruled out for offside, but swings and roundabouts. I mean, the amount of wrong calls we've had go against us this season. Thinking back to Aaron Ramsey's perfectly good goal against Liverpool earlier on in the season, right at the start of the campaign, that was ruled out. Unfortunately, it didn't go in favour of West Ham, and they did have a decision that went against them, but we took advantage of that not too long after. Alex Iwobi playing in Mesut Ozil in the World Cup winner slotted coolly past Adrian to make it 1-0. Things were going very well at that point. We were holding our own in defence. We weren't letting Andy Carroll have too many chances. We were keeping West Ham at bay, and we got a goal that I felt we rightly deserved. And then not too long after that, Iwobi plays a wonderful ball into Alexis Sanchez, completely cut the West Ham defence apart. Sanchez took it really well on his right foot, playing it past Adrian to make it 2-0. And things were going really, really, really well. We looked so good on the counter. We were taking advantage of West Ham's 3 men at the back, and we were playing some really good football. The defence was holding its own. The midfield was working really well, but with Coquelin and El Nene, we were all linking up with each other really well. El Nene and Ozil were actually playing some really good interplay, and it was a very exciting Arsenal first half performance up until about 5 minutes to go to half time, where it all went wrong. Andy Carroll with a bullet header past David Ospina. You can't help but feel it was always going to happen, given that Bilic has obviously taken a look at our defence. He's seen that we don't have a lot of height in there without Per Mertesacker. We're playing Gabriel and Koscielny. Gabriel, I thought, really struggled today, as did Laurent Koscielny at times. It was a wonderful header by Andy Carroll to make it 2-1, and then very shortly after makes it 2-2, and we absolutely capitulate. We cannot play when the pressure is on us, and it's just an epitome of why we're never going to win the league in the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, we need a serious revamp at this club, but that was a fairly decent goal by Andy Carroll, to say the least. Gabriel, very poor in this instance, turning his back on Carroll to try and block the shot. He's never ever going to block it if he's not looking the right way, but Carroll deflected it off him into the back of net to make it 2-2 just before half time. The momentum was all with West Ham. That followed through out into the second half. Bilic changed it up a little bit by moving to a 4 at the back, moving Antonio over to that right back position, playing Creswell in the left back position, and then having Reed and Ogbonna at the back. So it was going to be a little bit more difficult to penetrate them, and they got a third goal through Andy Carroll, typically. Awful defending once again. He was really taking advantage of us not having any height in and around the penalty area, and you've got to question why Petr Cech didn't start this match. He's fully fit. He's our best goalkeeper. In fact, he's one of our best players by some distance, and he's fully fit and you're not starting him. It makes no sense whatsoever. And David Ospina, yes, I'll give him loads of credit. I won't discredit him at all because he's been superb when he's come back. But when they're playing Andy Carroll, we need some height in there. We had no height with our defence. I mean, there are so many problems with our back line. It's evidence today that we need to invest in the centre-half over the summer. I do feel this was a game that was moulded for Per Mertesacker, but, I mean, Mertesacker and Gabriel, I mean, it's choosing, like, how you'd rather die. I mean, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but, I mean, we do need to invest in a new centre-half over the summer, someone elite to partner Laurent Koscielny. We just need an upgrade in that defensive department, and you could argue we need upgrades all around the pitch, because there are evident problems lingering throughout this Arsenal team. And we did manage to claw a goal back to make it 3-3 through Laurent Koscielny, but it wasn't entirely convincing. It was good link-up play from Mesut Ozil, Danny Welbeck with I don't think he actually meant to assist Koscielny in this instance, but it falls kindly to Koscielny, who put it past Adrian. Wonderful finish for the centre-half, the Arsenal captain on the day, but it wasn't enough. We did have very few chances beyond that point, to be fair. I mean, we didn't really have many clear-cut opportunities. We introduced a lot of attackers. Aaron Ramsey came on. You could tell he's just coming back from injury. You know, saying that he did kind of look his usual self. Didn't have much of an impact on the game. Had a few good challenges, but didn't really offer much going forward. Theo Walcott came on. The less said about him, the better. And that was pretty much it. I'm amazed to see that Joel Campbell was omitted from the squad, considering that he's been superb every time he's played for us. I do feel sorry for him. I'm amazed that Joel Campbell isn't even getting in the team above, you know, Walcott. It's astounding that Joel Campbell isn't getting minutes above Theo Walcott, because Campbell's done nothing wrong and he's got a lot to offer this Arsenal side. But 3-3, 10 points behind league leaders Leicester, probably going to be 13 tomorrow. I'm embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan today. Please do get your thoughts on the game in the comments box below. Please do drop a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV, and as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.
A little bit better than my seat, I will admit. Now, you see, for me, this is, for me, one of the highlights of the tour. You see this? This is a gold Premier League trophy. You will not go to any other ground in the Premier League. Not Man United, not Chelsea, not City, not any of those grounds and see these, because this is unique to Arsenal.